Good morning everyone. Today's our topic is electron gain enthalpy. So it is the energy released when electron is added to an isolated gaseous atom. ਕਿੰਨੀ એનર્ਜੀ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਹੋਗੀ ਜਦ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਈਸੋਲੇਟਡ ਗੈਸਿयस ਐਟਮ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਵਾਟ ਡਸ ਇਟ ਮੀਨ ਜਦ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੋ ਵੈਨ ਐਨ ਐਟਮ gains an electron the energy is released. If something is added, something would be released and the energy is released. So the reaction has to be exothermic in nature. So it is the energy released when electron is added to an isolated gaseous atom, right? That is called as electron gain enthalpy. So in other words, we can say that it provides measure of ease, किन्नी जल्दी of the ease with which an atom adds as electron, किन्नी जल्दी एक atom ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ एक electron add up होगा. How we are going to define it? You have A. In a isolated gaseous state, it has to be G. Plus an electron is added to it in its gaseous state and becomes a anion, that is A negative in its gaseous state, and we have said it is the amount of energy released. कितनी energy बाहर जाऊगी तो delta H की value क्या होगी, that is going to be negative and it is represented by a symbol that is delta H Eg. So this is your enthalpy. It is a change in electron gain enthalpy. As it has energy is released when electron is added, so it means the enthalpy is negative as well as it is expressed in kilojoule per mole, right? So enthalpy is expressed as kilojoule per mole. So we need to understand by an example. For example, you have atomic number 17, right? So group number 17 basically. So अगर मैं group number 17 ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂ, that would be fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, right? So they all need one electron to achieve a noble gas configuration, right? So you have a noble gas configuration by achieving one electron means they have a more tendency. उन्हां कोल बहुत क्षमता है कि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन लेके वो noble gas बन जान. So they have a very high negative, right? They have a very high negative electron gain enthalpy. मतलब ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਟੈਂਡੈਂਸੀ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜਲਦੀ क्षमता ਹੋਊਗੀ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਨੂੰ ਲੈਣ ਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਟੈਂਡੈਂਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ એનર્ਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਮਤਲਬ they would be very curious to get an electron and to release energy to have the stability for their atoms, right? So they have a strong tendency to accept an electron to acquire a stable noble gas configuration. On the other hand, if we are say there is a large positive electron gain enthalpy, ਅਗਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਗੇਨ ਐਂਥੈਲਪੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਟਲਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਟੈਂਡੈਂਸੀ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਕਿ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਲੈ ਸਕਣ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਪਾਇਆ ਮੀਨਸ ਦ ਐਂਥੈਲਪੀ ਇਜ਼ ਗੋਇੰਗ ਟੂ ਬੀ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਮਤਲਬ ਮੈਨੂੰ એનર્ਜੀ ਲਗਾਣੀ ਪਊਗੀ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਉਹਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਪਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਟਲ ਕੋਲ ਟੈਂਡੈਂਸੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਨੂੰ ਲੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਨਾ ਹੀ ਗੇਨ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਸੋ ਆਈ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਐਂਥੈਲਪੀ ਸੋ ਇਫ ਆਈ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਐਂਥੈਲਪੀ ਇਟ ਹੈਜ਼ ਟੂ ਬੀ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਗੇਨ ਐਂਥੈਲਪੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਟੈਂਡੈਂਸੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਇਟ ਹੈਜ਼ ਨੋ ਟੈਂਡੈਂਸੀ ਟੂ ਅਕਸੈਪਟ ਦ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਸੋ ਆਲ ਦ ਮੈਟਲਸ ਹੈਵ ਅ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਗੇਨ ਐਂਥੈਲਪੀਜ਼. As the definition implies, the magnitude of electron gain enthalpy measures. What does it measure? It measures the ability. It measures the ability of an atom. कि कितनी जल्दी वो hold कर सकता है. So it is the ability of an atom to hold. फड़ना क्या? An additional electron. So it holds up the additional electron. So it applies the ability of an atom. कितनी ज़्यादा टेंडेंसी हैगी ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਲਡ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਉਨੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ क्या होगी स्टेबिलिटी होगी. So what are the factors on which the electron gain enthalpy depend? It depend upon the nuclear charge, it depend upon the size of atom, it depend upon the electronic configuration. So let us discuss what is the nuclear charge means. The electron gain enthalpy become more and more negative. खुद सोचो when we move from a left to right, the atomic size decreases. As we have discussed, जिन्ना छोटा साइज होगा अट्रैक्शन ज्यादा होगी टुवर्ड्स आउटर मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो अगर जिन्ना छोटा साइज होगा जबरदस्ती ठूसांगे इलेक्ट्रॉन ਆਪਾਂ. खुद सोचो जिन्ना छोटा बैग ਦਾ साइज है अगर तुसी नंबर ऑफ क्लोथ्स ज्यादा पाओगे then you have to apply energy, right? So means something has to be gone out to induce that electron into an atom. So the nuclear charge अगर ज्यादा होगा the greater attraction होगी for the incoming electron and thus the nuclear charge is high. So the factors on which electron gain enthalpy depend is your nuclear charge. The second is your size. The same thing is there. With the increase in the size of atom, the distance between the nucleus and incoming electron increases. अगर जिन्ना बड़ा size होगा ता जेड़ा distance हैगा electron दा towards positive, towards a nucleus, that is going to be increased. And this results to lesser attraction. जिन्ना attraction क्या होगी? कट हो जाएगी. Therefore electron gain enthalpy क्या हो जाएगी? Less negative हो जाएगी. जिन्ना छोटा size उन्ना ज्यादा नेगेटिव, उन्ना ज्यादा अमाउंट ऑफ ज्यादा एनर्जी रिलीज करूगा, उन्नी ज्यादा टेंडेंसी होगी इलेक्ट्रॉन को गेन करन दी टू अचीव अ नोबल गैस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. जिन्ना बड़ा साइज होगा उन्नी ज्यादा लेस नेगेटिव इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी होगी ਤਾਂ उन्ना ज्यादा ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਟੈਂਡੈਂਸੀ नहीं होगी इलेक्ट्रॉन ਨੂੰ ਲੈਣ ਦੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਟਲਸ ਦਾ ਸਾਈਜ਼ ਕਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਬੜਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਘੱਟ ਟੈਂਡੈਂਸੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰॉन ਨੂੰ ਲੈਣ ਦੀ. they have a less negative electron gain enthalpy. while the third one is your electronic configuration. so we basically know एक ही तो चीज हैगी है कि either has to be half filled or it has to be a fully filled configuration, right? So that has to be the most stable one. So the elements having the stable electronic configuration of half filled and completely filled valence subshell show very small tendency to accept electron. भाई वो तो पहले ही स्टेबल बैठे ने ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਤਾਂ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰॉन ਲੈਣ ਦੀ क्षमता ही नहीं. पहली गल तो फुली फिल्ड ਦਾ मतलब क्या होया? that is noble gases. noble gases do not have tendency to gain electron to achieve noble gas configuration, है ना? पहले ही noble gases हैगे ने, that's why they have a very less negative tendency or they would be having a positive means that is I have to apply energy to add up electron to their configuration. भाई मनो एनर्जी लगानी पड़ेगी ना जबरदस्ती ऐड करवा से इलेक्ट्रॉन उन्होंने. that's why they have a electronic configuration, either it is a positive or it is a less negative in nature. Now we are going to discuss about the periodic trends, that is variation down the group and the variation along a period. As we know, variation down the group means when we move from top to bottom, the size increases, right? क्योंकि number of quantum numbers, number of shells when we move down a group क्या कर दी है? increase कर दी है. अगर शेल आपा कोल क्या करोगी? increase करोगी ता attraction जेडी positive दी outer most वाल होगी वो क्या करोगी? decrease करोगी. So what we have on moving down the group, the size, first of all the size and nuclear charge increases. But the effect of increase in atomic size jada wadda हैगा, size jada increase हैगा, so effect of increase in atomic size is much more. jada आपा कोल effect हो रहा है size increase कर रहे हैं, that is much more pronounced as compared to the attraction. nuclear charge जो wadda आ रहा है ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ size च बहुत ज़्यादा increase आ रहा है. so the additional electron feel less attraction. जिन्ना दूर जाऊगा उन्ना positive दी outermost वाला attraction जेडी होगी that is going to be decreased by the large, right? Therefore the electron gain enthalpy become less negative. ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ enthalpy होगी it would be less negative, although it would be negative only. negative means energy would be released, but it has to be less negative. Why? Because size ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ increase ਆ ਰਿਹਾ that is much more pronounced as compared to increase in the nuclear charge. Thus on the other hand, we have a variation along a period. As we know, when we have a variation along period, we know the size decreases, right? क्योंकि electrons are added to the same shell. We have discussed it so many times. So variation along a period, when we move from left to right, number of electron are adding, but the attraction, the hold of the positive towards outermost is going to increase. So size become decrease, right? So on moving across a period, the size decreases and nuclear charge increases. Atomic number increases, proton number increases. Both these factors result into greater attraction for the incoming electron. वो बुलावा दूंगा कि आजा भाई electron. There would be more attraction towards the outermost electron. Therefore, electron gain enthalpy becomes more negative, right, if in a period when move from a left to right. So what we have discussed, when we move along a group or a down to group, then the size increases, nuclear charge increases, but the size effect is more pronounced as compared to in nuclear charge. That's why it has to be less negative. The hold is very less. While the variation along a period, when we move from a left to right, the size decreases, nuclear charge increases. Both these factors are going to promote the more attraction. If there is more attraction, the electron gain enthalpy is going to be more negative in nature.